If you tend to overdrink, here's what you need to know about that off switch you've been looking for. This is a game changer if you're a perfectionist. By the way, I'm Colleen, and I'm a drinking coach, helping high-achieving professional women permanently reduce their alcohol consumption by 80%. Click the link in my bio if you want a free consult. If you can't trust yourself to stop drinking once you start, you've probably spent a lot of time beating yourself up and wondering why you have so much discipline and willpower in other areas of your life, and yet you can't seem to follow through on a simple goal like drinking less. Here's why, my friends. Because there are two types of goals: positive goals and negative goals. Positive goals have clear actions that you can take to achieve a specific result. Drinking less isn't clear or specific. Drinking less would actually be a side effect of a positive goal, and that's why it's a negative goal. It's like if I asked what you wanted for dinner and you said, less pizza. I can't Google a recipe for less pizza and serve less pizza for dinner. You'd be like, what else are we having? Plus, you'd be imagining and tasting and smelling pizza, which just makes you want it more and makes you feel deprived. And that's exactly what's happening in your brain. Every time you think, I don't want to drink so much, you start feeling like you're going to be missing out. The real question is, what do you want? When you set positive goals, you're clear about what you want to do or get. It's specific, it's tangible. You can visualize the results. Drinking less isn't something you can actually see yourself doing. It's not a behavior. It's the absence of a behavior. The reason alcohol use disorder is so frustrating is because you know it's fairly simple to get what you want when you know what you want. You make a plan, you check the boxes, and boom, you got it. Next. But with alcohol use disorder, you're so focused on the problem, you can't see the solution. You don't know who you'd be or what you'd be doing if you weren't drinking or thinking about drinking. You only know what you don't want. You don't want to feel like shit when you wake up. You don't want to worry about what you can't remember. And you don't want to feel guilty and ashamed and stuck. So there are two sources of motivation. One is to pursue pleasure, and the other is to avoid pain. The only reason you really want to drink less is to avoid the pain of drinking too much. So your primary source of motivation requires you to feel like shit, which is why the better you feel, the less motivated you are to drink less. You're pursuing the wrong goal, my friend. You need to take some time to figure out what you really want. So instead of saying no to alcohol, you'd be saying yes to yourself. And drinking less would just be a side effect of you pursuing a more positive goal. Type yes in the comments if this makes sense and you understand the difference between negative and positive goals. Type yes if you want this to feel like a full body yes. Type yes and say yes to yourself. Save this video so you can watch it again. Give me a like and then hit the follow so I show up in your feed.